We're going to be talking today about the 6 phases about your journey to love. Your journey to love has 6 phases, and most women are not aware because, of course, we don't give it a thought, nobody teaches, and that's why I find super important that we talk about this. Who am I? For the ladies new in the group, I usually do this live video where I'll be talking about some of the topics about dating, love, relationships. And today I'm going to be talking about the 6 phases of true love and what are they. I'm going to describe them for you one on one. My name is Iliana Sanchez. I'm the author of the Empowered Women's Guide to Dating. This is my copy. That's why it has this line. It says not for resale because this is my author copy. If you are interested in the book to learn more about all the date strategies and method about how dating works and how you can attract a real true love, I put everything in my book. Now, the journey to true love is about 6 phases, and that's why I want to be talking today here. So, the journey to true love starts, of course, with something many women are going to be familiar. Some I've heard, some not, and probably you have heard this really like it's in right now. Many people are talking about self-love, but how come we're going to be talking about self-love when so many people are hurt, when so many people are confused? And this is the first step. Why? Well, because self-love really encompasses this healing yourself. When you really stop and start to take accountability and take a stock about what's going on in your life, and you really want to understand yourself and what you have been doing, and that is just this stop, just to give it a pause to your life. It's about self-love. Sometimes you are not even aware you are not taking this time to love yourself, but really putting the brakes to your life and taking stock about your life is already an act of self-love. So it's really about that healing the past. But how can you heal the past if you don't even understand it properly? Sometimes we're going to be saying heal your emotions, but what are those emotions and where they come from and why? And don't one of the biggest mistakes, okay, and I am guilty of that, and I've seen many people, not just men, not just women, but men too, trying to deal with the past. Well, you're going to be repeating those patterns because you remember those things. If you haven't, I spoke about that in one of my workshops about neuroscience, how repeating even words in our brain, or saying that, it's even worse, because then we are repeating those emotions over and over again, and we are not going to get too far. You have to really switch your thoughts, you have to switch your vocabulary, you have to switch even your actions, and of course this is going to help you to switch your habits, which are the most important. So the first step, the first phase of attracting true love is about self-love, about loving yourself. But that won't happen if you don't take some space, stop and take account of your life, take stock about what's going on with your emotions, with your past, with your bad or good relationships, with your family, with your friends. Everything comes into account. You have to really love yourself and analyze yourself. If you don't understand yourself, you're not going to be able to start a wonderful and loving and healthy relationship. You have to understand where you stand, and then with self-love, working towards the path of healing and understanding yourself. Once you understand yourself, you're going to be there really working easily to help yourself. That's the phase number 1. Phase number 2, of course, then we heal ourselves, but then sometimes we don't heal ourselves, and we are all messed up, and we attract someone, or we feel attracted by someone. This happens, it's life, and then we start a relationship. And what happens when we do that, when we are not healed? Well, we start wrongly, right? We fall for wrong relationships. You let things to luck. But that's the phase. The second phase is attraction. Let's say everything is fantastic, you work yourself, you are healed, you are managing your emotions, your stress is under control because you found some strategies, which is fantastic. By the way, I teach that on my workshops. I'm going to be talking about that later. So you find that you attract the right person. That would be the second stage. The third stage, right away, is not commitment, and that is something that we have to understand. The third phase is lost. This is nature, right? Nature is bringing us there. So you feel at first attracted about that person, and that person feels attracted by you. Then the next step, like you can almost 99% you cannot avoid it, right? It's lost. So doesn't matter what your religion, your moral compass says this is gonna happen. How you're gonna react, that depends on your beliefs, of course, and your own personal choices, right? But this is the third step. The fourth step would be love. Yeah, I'm watching my screen because I have a nice diagram about the journey to true love phases. This is, of course, this is love. After you pass this phase of you loving yourself, then you attract the person, then you both feel lost. Then when everything works well, then you start really talking about love. This is when those feelings of you feel that you need this person, that you trust this person, those are those feelings when we start to feel love. But that is not the end, and this is one of the mistakes. We cannot just say, okay, that's it, we are there, we arrived. You haven't arrived. This is a journey. The second, not the second, it's the fifth phase of this journey to true love would be a healthy attachment. Many women miss this part because when they fall in love, they think that's it. He's in the sack, or I am in the sack, and that's it. You lost yourself, and sometimes you lose the chance for a wonderful relationship because you are not in a healthy attachment. Attachments are necessary. If someone tells you you shouldn't be attached, attachment is bad, it's not true. Attachment is a natural thing in life. We all want to be attached in a point or another to another human being. We have been attached, healthy or unhealthy, to our primary caregiver. That could be our mom, or father, or aunt, sister, or simply someone who was there taking care of us. There was an attachment, okay? And sometimes those attachments really gonna translate into how, from our childhood, they are gonna translate in how we're gonna be attached in our adult life. So if we have a healthy attachment when we were children, we're gonna usually have a healthy attachment when we are adults. But that doesn't mean that you cannot change those things. You can really, with awareness. That's why the self-love is so important, because it brings awareness to your situation, and then you start to work from that perspective. And the last phase would be, of course, the engagement. So the last three are the most important. You fall in love, then you got into a healthy attachment, and then when everything works well, then you can start expecting and talking about engagement. And in these three last phases is where a lot of the confusion and a lot of the pain comes for women, men too, but usually women. And when I say women, it's not that I want to diminish women, but unfortunately men and women fall in love differently, and I will talk about that in my book, about how science explained how men and women are so different according to our hormones, according to our chemical reactions, and that is the problem, because we react different to love and to attraction and to lust. That makes that gives a lot of confusion, okay? So that's why the last two phases, the love, healthy attachment, or attachment simply, and engagement, is where, oh my gosh, there's so much confusion. And that's why I wrote the book about helping you get into a engagement, right? Where you get what you want. Most women, that's what they want, right? It can be a ring in your finger, yeah, if you want the lady put a ring on it, or just being in a healthy companionship, right? Not companionship, but in a healthy relationship where you can share your time all the time, where you live together, or you get married, whatever it is that for you, whatever it is that your love script, right? Love script is beyond love language. Love language is about how I expect to be loved and how I like to love other person. the love script is not only that, but it's also about how I see myself healthy and fulfilling a relationship. Like for me, my love script now is not necessarily to be married. That is part of my love script. And for other women are going to be, my love script says that I have to be married. So this is the love script. I came to that because it's a broader umbrella, okay, that speaks about how we expect love to be, how we expect not just communication and expression of love, but also the entire the aspect of being in a relationship with another human being, in a romantic relationship. So now I explain you the 6 phases of true love. Now, how can you get be in this journey healthy, right? That to have a healthy journey, to really have a true love. Many women are asking our questions when they are stuck in one or another of the phases, right? Maybe they are struggling because they are single and they just feel that they haven't attracted the right person for many tries, right? They have been maybe dating and they feel that this is not working. That is, they got stuck in that. What happened when you get stuck in the attraction? You feel that you're not attracting the right person. That's another phase. Then you feel that you're stuck in the lust because, oh, maybe he doesn't feel that connection with me, or I don't feel for him. It can't be both ways, right? Or one way or another. Then love. That is, like I said, the last 3 are the tricky ones. The first 3, of course, self-love is very complex. It's a very complex. This is really a foundation. It's really the base of the pyramid of your true of your love mastery, right? But attraction and love, those are the easier one, and that is the problem, because we get attracted and we get lost. This is our chemistry, and that is where, just because it's so easy, then the confusion, the problems come later when we want love and there is none or very little, right? No, or not the way we want it. Sometimes it's because there is really no love in that relationship, or the reason is because we are not ready for that kind of love, or the other person is not ready for that kind of love, or maybe is nothing to start with, right? There is no love, and that is where you have to really be very aware. You have to know how to identify if this relationship is gonna be true love. So that is one of the trickiest, because if you fall in love, there you can be very confused in a relationship where you can be manipulated for a long period of time. Then in the fifth, that would be the next after love, that would be the healthy attachment. Then you fall for those, what if you fall for those guys who have attachment issues? Or maybe he has not attachment issues, but maybe he's just not feeling for you, and he hasn't told you, and he's just having his cake and eating it, and you are there expecting to have an attachment, a healthy attachment, and you are ready, but not him, right? This is another of those biggest obstacles in your journey to true love. And the last one, but not this, but I see in many women who are in 1, 2, 3 year or even longer relationships where there is no engagement. And I'm not saying you have to get married, but at least a sign that the relationship goes where you want. If that's what you want, then it's not a problem. Then you have your engagement, right? If what you want, for example, your love script says, I want to live in my own house and I just want to see him once a week. If that is what you really want, that makes you super happy, and you get that, you are fantastic. You get your true love. This is, your journey has been completed, and that's it. For my experience, I know most women want to live with the loved ones. Most women want to share the same house. Most women want to be cherished every day. Most women want to be loved and feel that they can trust the person they live with, right? That they can trust it, that they can feel that they feel respected, valued, right? All those things. Well, if you want to know how you can do, how can you attract this true love with these 3 phases: self-love, attraction, lust, love, healthy attachment, and engagement, one absolutely good idea is to grab my book that is the Empower Women's Guide to Dating, that costs like nothing, $4 on Amazon. I'm gonna put the link below. The ebook is costs really nothing, really $5, or get the other book. But I'm gonna be having a absolutely workshop where I'm gonna be helping you in all of that, and I'm gonna be talking more about that. That is what I'm gonna be talking slowly more. Okay, now I'm gonna answer one question. Why can I find a quality man? Well, that is a beautiful question, because I had that question too many years ago. Why I can't find a quality man? Well, because most of the time, okay, you are unconscious about your own patterns. You are unconscious about what are you attracting. Maybe you're attracting guys that are not ready for a serious relationship, but you don't know. Maybe you are attracting someone that is just not in your best interest, right? So why can't I find a quality man? The answer, the short and simple answer, is because you haven't done the work you need to do in yourself. And this is what I mentioned before. Self-love is very important. Now, I've been in workshops, giving workshops, where I hear women saying, but you know I value myself, I know my value, I know what I want, and I still haven't tracked a good guy. Well, and then I see them, you know, and I know them. I have followed those women for a couple of years now, and I have acquaintances that know them, so I kind of follow that, because for me it's not to judge, but for me it's a learning experience, right? I'm always trying to learn. I'm always trying to keep it like an open eye, learning from those women who are saying one thing but then doing different things, right? They're not really ready to attract, and they haven't done the inner work, the proper inner work. And sometimes they get into true spiritual things, which are not bad, but you have to be working in a very specific thing in like attract a good relationship. It's very laser focused, you know, laser focused. And there are some specific exercises that can help you to unplug that. Okay, so how can you attract a great guy? You have to work on yourself. And if you want to attract a great guy, like I said, I'm gonna be presenting a workshop when I'm gonna be helping you with exercise. It's gonna be an online workshop, because I know I don't have time for more right now. I have a lot on my plate. I am organizing a lot of things. I'm working with customers. I have like a lot of things, but I want to help you more, because I know there are a lot of questions in this book. So in this group, the last question I'm gonna answer is how to get back into the dating after 10 years of being single. What a great question. Also, I've experienced with many women who have been telling me, oh, you know, I don't want to date no one. I'm okay. You are not okay. Okay, everybody wants love. Okay, very rare. Maybe if you have not a disease, but maybe if you have I don't know how to call it, but there are very few people in the world who really don't want to have a relationship. Now, I understand that sometimes you want to have your time off. I had my own time off. I think I took about 4 years where I didn't want to have any relationship, because I knew I need to do some inner work, and I knew I wasn't ready. And that is fine if you're not ready. It's super fine. But if you say like, okay, now after X amount of time I want to start dating, I recommend you to start working on yourself, to start to really getting clear what you're looking for, what you want, and where you're going, and to have it that crystal clear. Because I don't want to be pessimistic. On the contrary, I'm a super optimistic person, but I work from the perspective of getting prepared. Getting prepared is the best thing that can predict a positive result. You don't want to be one of all of those statistics. First marriages almost finish, almost all the marriages in the United States and in Canada too, and the 50% end in divorce. First marriages. Second marriages, the rate is higher, it's around 60%, and third marriages, it's even higher. So if it's your third marriage, the rate that you can get divorced is around 70 to 75% of chances of getting divorced. That said to us that we don't get wiser, we kind of just get like less patient, you know, and that is a sad thing, you know. Everybody needs love and everybody deserves, and I hope I can make a difference helping you find true love, because men and women are hurt, I know, but when we work together, I think you can make you can really attract a great person. So this is my mission. I want to help women find true love, and like I said before, I'm going to be presenting a workshop very soon. That is one announcement that I want to do. Another announcement is that I'm going to be also collaborating with a lady who is an author, the author of the book Your Journey to Peace, which it's a wonderful book helping you also in your foundation, right, on healing your emotions, healing yourself. And I'm going to be collaborating with her, and I'm going to be talking about how we're going to be collaborating very soon. It's going to be very cool. Cool things are coming, and I think this is a great moment for you to start your journey to true love. If you want a PDF of how to attract a great man, go to my website. I'm going to put the link also under this video to attract a great relationship. This is super simple, super easy, 3 strategies. Just put your email. I promise you, I'm not sharing with anyone. It's just to keep you posted of what I'm gonna come with soon about workshops, online things, and I keep your email safe. So I hope this video serves you. See you next week with another super goody topic. Bye bye.